This is all I want to say. For all the people that doubt me, I had no record all my life. Okay? No record, no police record until I made a record.
Salute to Slugga, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, boy, you're a big dude out here in the streets, bro. You know what I'm saying? The real OG status, my nigga. Like, you've been in positions, bro, other people can only wish and hope for, man. You know what I'm saying? And the knowledge that I know you got, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's A1.
Right.
And things we talked about just even throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? Today and shit. And it was just like it was so real. I just want you to share it to the world.
We decided to form our own label, you know, because we wanted to be like the big city. We wanted to be like New York City. So as young black men from the South, we envisioned that, you know, we were still in the Bible Belt and we still wanted to try to have our own format, you know what I'm saying, from the breakdancing era, you know what I'm saying, to the days of the Municipal Auditorium. We saw and fell in love with those days in the 80s when you could pay $20 and then you could see Two Live Crew, Public Enemy, you could see LL Cool J, Mantronics, you could see a lot of different breakdancing, different people back in them days at the Municipal. But me, I fell in love with hip hop in '86, and me and Titus, we formed a label that was called Chillville Records. And Chillville Records was the home then of the legendary, you know, rapper from here by way of Louisville, Kentucky, was Cool Daddy Fresh. That was the first artist that me and Titus signed, and we brought him to the label then that we had. We had like a little small house out east, you know what I'm saying, off Cahal Street. Doing the label thing, I learned about publishing. I learned how to put a song together and learn how to register the song. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, I seen how it actually worked. So as it got on, as it progressed, as it got to the 89 and it started getting into the 90s, that's when a lot of serious New York backpack rap was, you know, was heavy. And the South was not even thought about. And Atlanta was known for all the MC Shy D and the fast dance and shit, you know, the skating rink music. We used to call it skating rink, roller rink music. And then the transition. After I learned, like, the 90s, what y'all had, like I was telling you, King, is in the 90s, just like how y'all go to AC360 and how y'all go to South by Southwest, they had a thing back in the 90s called Jack the Rapper. And in Jack the Rapper, that's where I really got the game on broadcasting, marketing, how I got to see how artists network. So Tupac come in, he got the one pants leg pulled up, he got the New York jersey on, he got the pants leg, he got the tin boots playing on, so he just come in, so Pac standing up, got the bodyguards on this side, so we up at the top, look what this nigga getting ready to do. So Pac stands up. As he stands up, he's unbuttoning his jersey like that and shit like that. So all the girls, all the niggas that was talking to the girls, all the girls are turned around, looking at Tupac. So all the niggas are standing behind the girl. You know what I'm saying? So imagine you talking to a girl, they say Tupac, he turn around and all the girls down, all the niggas is behind the girls, like what the fuck? So Tupac standing in the middle, and he got his bodyguard, so he whispering to the bodyguard, then he whispering to the bodyguard, they whispering. So all the girls is like this, they real antsy and stuff like this, so Pac's just looking at all the girls, he's just doing like this. He took his shit off like that, he gave it to the bodyguard, he took his shit off like that, and Pac was like, alright, let him go. When I'm talking about 300 girls ran and grabbed Tupac, man. When they got through with Tupac, the bodyguard throwing Tupac on, this nigga was holding his drawers. They done pull all this nigga clothes out, sweatpants, everything. Tupac was down through his boxes. And he was getting carried on his shoulder. He was talking about thug life, you know what I'm saying? So everybody, like, the niggas was like, God damn, that's Pac, you know, so that was one of the stories. So we go back up, and like I was telling you, later on that night, I'm rolling up to Philly. I come out about 3 o'clock in the morning, about 3:30 in the morning, something like that. Police didn't care because it was a entertainment event, private thing, so they didn't give a fuck you blow weed in there. So I'm blowing weed. So I'm blowing weed and sitting on the spiral staircase. Nigga like, nigga, that shit smell good, nigga. Let a nigga hit that. Still just fucking. Because you know, I don't know no niggas. I'm like, I don't know if this nigga talking to me or not. Nigga said, nigga, you ain't gonna let a nigga hit that? I was like, yeah. I said, who wanna hit it? So I looked down, I looked around there, I was like, oh shit. So I come around and said, nigga, come down, nigga. Smoke with a nigga. So I come down, get to the bottom of the steps at the bar. Nigga, what you drinking? I said, give me a Heineken or whatever. So I had. So he looking at me, I'm looking at that nigga, so I said, man, you know who you are? He said, nigga, I know who I am. He said, do you know who I am? I said, yeah, nigga, you Tupac. That nigga said, yeah. He said, you want to smoke the blunt with me, nigga? I was like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we sit down, I'm just like, I'm saying to myself, this shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? On the inside, I'm like, sitting up here talking to Tupac. You know, like we just hanging like we homies. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, wow. So what made me realize the industry was fake is when me and Tupac talking, and I see Coolio come down. The steps. It's Coolio. It's nice and smooth. It's Pepper from Salt and Pepper. They all come down. He said, this is my nigga birthday. They was like, oh, happy birthday. So Coolio pulled out a big ass liter of Seagram's gin. And everybody's like, drink. So I'm turning up the Seagram's gin. Everybody get me fucked up. About this time, all them niggas, wherever they did, everybody's still there. So I was like, all right, man, I appreciate it. He was like, nah, man, sit down, man. It's cool. It's your birthday. He was like, sit down, chill. He said, you can't sit down and talk to a nigga. I'm like, all right. So I'm like, what you want to talk about? So he waited till everybody else left. So he had his hat turned like this at first. So he kept looking. I'm saying to myself, what the nigga looking at? So I guess after the last person left, he turned his hat around. And nigga said, my name is Tupac Amori Shakur. He said, I'm going to change the world. He said, I didn't sign on for this, bro. He said, everybody that actually believes that I'm this character, Bishop and Juice, everybody actually believes that. He said, I hate that because I feel fucked up that my people believe in a fictional character and I have to live up to that. So while we talking, in the midst of him talking, these females like, oh my God, it's Tupac. You know, he heard him say Tupac. He turned his hat back around in the middle of our conversation. And he turned right back in the pot. It fucked me up because I was just like, you know, he was like, I'm going to change the world. And then whatever he didn't get to finish telling me, he went back and right into acting mode. So I was like, this shit is fake than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I never seen him again. Then I was going to the bathroom. You're ready to leave, go to the bathroom. He said, hold up. The girl's like, come back here. He said, give me your number. I said, okay. He said, I'm going to be in Nashville, and I'm going to bring some friends to it. And I'm going to have my chauffeur pick you up. I said, all right. Gave him a number. So I didn't think that I would ever hear from Tupac. About this time, I think it was 94, and it was a club called, like I said, Moonlight. And sure enough, wherever I was, I can't remember, but wherever I was, I got a phone call. It was Tupac, and I never forget. Now I was off of Jefferson Street, and Tupac picked me up at the Wendy's, where the Wendy's is now, and we went to Moonlight. When I got in the car, Mary J. Blige was in the car, and don't ask me why, how the fuck I ended up with Mary J. Blige in the car. You know what I'm saying? And she went down and she had the single Real Love, and she was real young, and that's when Puff and all them just got to deal with Uptown Records, and it was Mary J. Blige, Jodeci, and it was Heavy D and the Boys, and you had Biggie was there, then you had Craig Mack that was there. So that was a full-fledged label, Uptown/Bad Boy. So when she got on Bad Boy and stuff like that, you know, at the time when she was talking, she was real cool, straight up round the way girls, smoke weed or whatever, and she was just talking about how she still was living in the projects, and she had a #1 record on the radio, and at that time it was Real Love. That was her first breakout record, and it was just a trip. I was just like a sponge. I just absorb people's stories and be like, like, damn, after a while, they just regular people. Howard Stark saw something in me that I didn't even see in myself. He's like, I love this song. He was like, who's all on this song? I said, it's like 7 MCs. He was like, where they from? I was like, they're from Nashville. He said, I tell you what. He said, I like this song. He said, give me 3 months, 6 months tops, and I can get you a situation, a label situation, and I can get you an artist deal situation. Sure enough, we did the showcase. I think we got a deal. That motherfucker was like, back in them days, they was getting niggas a lot of money. So we had like a $2.9 million deal. In the 90s, after I did the SEC things, that's when Fresh took off. Right to this day, Fresh is the only artist in Nashville, Tennessee to sell 60,000 copies in Nashville. Not outside Nashville, just in Nashville.
I thought it was 100. Was it 100?
No,
it was 60?
It was 60,000, which made Jeremy them 600,000. So at that time, you had Luke Skywalker had Uncle Jam, 2 Live Crew Records. You know, they had Luke Skywalker, Too Short had his record label at that time. So they would come down. Luke came all the way down and signed Fresh. No, they called Luke. He had a conference call. And it was me, Fresh, and everybody for real. They was all excited, you know what I'm saying? And Luke was like, we like Fresh, we like what he's done, you know what I'm saying? We like his numbers back then. And we want to fuck with him. So them niggas had the big heads, so they goddamn it, tell me they wanted $1 million. Luke hung up on their ass, you know what I'm saying? It never called. So Supreme came up with an idea to get Fresh numbers up. So when they did It's All True, Fresh being that he was from Louisville, Supreme timed it at the perfect time. So he did a concert around the Kentucky Derby time. So when we went down there, Supreme, he had so much drug money that he had E40 in the clique, it was Sugar T, Compton's Most Wanted. He had Tony Terry, the song When I'm With You, you know that song that was popular. Pete Rock, CL Smooth, Sugar, and Sugar Free. And Fresh opened up. So Fresh from Louisville, so they sold the Louisville Gardens out, where the fire department came to shut the concert down. So Supreme made it probably about, that night I think he made like 600-something thousand, in money. And they didn't know what to do with the money, and they didn't know what to do, with Fresh, you know what I'm saying? And you have some people that are born to be artists. That's all they want to be, you know what I'm saying? And when you have people who would just be like scurrying like rats because we already done made a lot of money, the artist gets lost in the sauce, you know what I'm saying? So what I did was, from Fresh, when we brought Fresh around, we did the It's All True album in 2 weeks. And we really called ourselves, we was inspired by Dr. Dre's The Chronic at that time. And we was gonna make our own Nashville version of The Chronic, you know what I'm saying? So we was gonna have all these different MCs and stuff, so we did that. And when that record came out, man, and It's All True record took off, and it did all right, but it made them money, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of them got caught up in the lifestyle, went to prison and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So from there, I'll start writing hooks. So I wrote the hook, It's All True, to my people in the ghetto. You gotta do what you gotta do, it's all true. So I wrote that, you know what I'm saying? Fresh gave me the opportunity because he had a CD that we was working on called Plot. And that was my first chance to let my production be heard. And the same way I turned around and helped Fresh, he turned around and helped me. You know what I'm saying? From there, niggas started taking a liking, you know what I'm saying, to the way I would do beats. So I would just grab my keyboard and I would go out east, fuck with the bottom boys. I was like, you gotta hear my beats. I go to Strike One, you gotta fuck with, you know what I'm saying? And Chris came, everybody was like, I don't matter. I was in the hood. If niggas did snort, I snorted because I wanted my beats heard. If I blew weed, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And I was just all over the place. And I would go out south, and that's how I met Boogie. That's how I met Boogie. That's how I met Priest. That's how I met Twan. That's how I met everybody. That's how I met Buck. And Buck originally started on the north side. That he was in a group called the Dog Pound. And Buck was always the type of cat that he always was a better. You got some people that are born to do certain things, you know what I'm saying? And you got certain people that are born to be told what to do. In the same sense, which is his gifts and his curse. Like, he's an excellent artist, but he's a terrible businessman. And it's no disrespect, I just tell you just what it is. He's a great artist, but his business has been proven you know, it speaks for itself, but it takes nothing away from his artistry. Pistol, when he first started, before he became Pistol, he was called King D. Pistol came on the scene. He had another homeboy that used to sing. His name was Tommy Lee. You know, God bless the dead, Tommy Lee. So Pistol came out with a record, and we have a relative, an old school relative of ours. His name is Jesse Bud. And Jesse Bud was a big time dope dealer back in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? He was real old school with it. So Pistol had this song called Jesse Bud's Benzo. And in the hook it was saying, tell me, have you seen Bud's Benzo? Tell me, have you seen Jesse Bud's Benzo? So he was bragging about a nigga car, another nigga car, you know? And so from there, you know, Pistol would come through the circuit and everything. And then my Uncle Leroy, which is, he's passed on, my mom's passed on. They were Pistol's dad, my mom were brothers and sisters. So I don't know why they named it Pistol, but my Uncle Leroy named it Pistol. So he went from King D to Pistol. And from there, he would make a lot of tapes, him and DJ K&S, which is Gary Hayden. You know what I'm saying? Gary done started young, so they had a group called the Skyview Lords. And Gary would make the mixtapes, and you know, Gary had it where he wouldn't let people come in his house, but if he made his mixtapes, he would put your tape in the basket. You put your money there, you put on the table like it was dope. You know what I'm saying? So that's how he would, because he couldn't let nobody come in his apartment. You know, because his mom like, I don't want no niggas in my apartment. Pistol had Rolling My 6'4". That shit was doing good. So Lee Lane called Eazy-E, and he knew Eazy-E was back and forth. That's because at that time, NWA had just took off. You know what I'm saying? So they had the Boys in the Hood. So Eazy-E would be back and forth. And when he came down here, Lee would always pass out any and everybody's tape at that time, and he would give it to people. And Eazy-E got down with the Pistol because his shit was called Project Niggas. That's why the name came from PJN. Stands for Project, West Side Project Niggas. You know what I'm saying? So it was Gary, Pistol, and everybody, Lil Chris, just damn near everybody. Junebug, everybody that was on the shit involved back in the day. And Eazy heard it. He liked Pistol, and he kept asking who this Pistol was. I never forget Lee called me and Eric, and he said, man, y'all gotta go pick up Eazy from me. He said, can you go pick up Eazy from me? We was like, the Eazy? Like, yeah, go pick up Eazy from the airport. He coming down here to sign Pistol. So Eric and me, we went and rode, and before he got to Pistol, Eazy had to, I think it was on a Saturday night, and he went to Smyrna Skating Rink and Laverne Skating Rink, and he was promoting the Boys in the Hood single. It just came out. And that Sunday, he was leaving Tuesday. That Sunday, he got the hotel. We took him around, showed him around. Then that Monday before he left, we took him to Press Paper Project, and he went down there, and that's when he signed Pistol. And so Pistol got a deal with the Rolling My 6'4" record. You know what I'm saying? It was cut short. His career was cut short, Rufus, because when he went to Cleveland, he discovered Bone Thugs and Harmony. That's when they came out with the Thuggish Ruggish Bone, and he dropped Pistol. But Pistol actually was the first artist to be signed to an independent label that had a major deal. I met a gentleman by the name of Pepper. Pepper had major pull in Memphis, and Pepper was around the circuit when 666 first got on, and you had DJ Squeaky, and you had Player Fly, Nobody Needs Nobody around that area. Then Drummer Boy and all them came along after that era. But I was doing beats then, even over at, when Scarface was over at Def Jam South. We was doing beats at Def Jam South and everything because they had just signed Haystack. And you know, Haystack was a phenomenal artist that could tell stories, but the problem with Haystack is that he couldn't make commercially released records. And so Scarface was put in a position based upon his legendary status and success with the Ghetto Boys and Rap-A-Lot, that was the time when they first was trying to make rappers bosses and making them label executives. So when Scarface couldn't do that, then that Def Jam South idea fizzled and Haystack fizzled. But he had a little bit of light because after that we started doing beats with him and Bubba Sparks, and Bubba Sparks had the song It's Getting Ugly in Here, and Haystack first was attacking Bubba Sparks because he was hot because the Timbaland had him. And this is before Timbaland signed Petey Pablo and North Carolina, come on and raise up and take your shirt off. You know, that song was hot then, but they was all fucking with Timbaland. And you had, what's the producer's name? Attitude. Timbaland had the Beat Clinic. So we would get different tracks and different stuff like that. And then Alan Grumlin's son came from Koch Records. That's when everybody was going through Koch. And if you remember, Cash Money first was going through Koch Records. You know what I'm saying? They got their artwork from Selector Hits. You know what I'm saying? And people don't understand, like, the history of how the marketing thing started and how everything came about with the way Nashville rap has changed. To speed you up, man, I've seen Nashville hip-hop from 86 to where it is now. If you look at all these dudes, the way they're doing their videos and their video treatment, everybody now that you see on Instagram, all of them have the split-screen video look, or everybody has the drone flying above them look. Me, myself, if I'm going to give you my money, you're going to give me something totally different than what you ain't gave everybody. No disrespect, but a sucker is a sucker. You have a lot of them that want to get the package ripped off and they want to be licked. So niggas lick these sucker ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it happens. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, man, knowledge is power. You know what I'm saying? Like when people are around me, a lot of niggas might feel that I'm arrogant. I'm not arrogant. It's like I'm a student of the game. The state of Nashville hip hop, y'all still need a lot of work, man. And what I mean, because y'all catching on the fads and flows from 2 summers ago, records that was recorded almost a year and a half ago that's released now, and niggas is already on their 3rd or 4th, you know, next records that they really getting ready to bring to the forefront of next year. Y'all don't see that. Y'all catching on to the late waves, y'all catching on to the late fashions, everything is late, you know what I'm saying? So that it's a secret to the shit, and a lot of people don't reveal the secret to the shit. A lot of shit is just fucking common sense. It's like, I tell niggas, I used to bet a nigga, I say, hey, put $100 on top of this door. I bet $100, nigga, you can't run and knock down that goddamn door. Now, did you hear what I said? I said, I bet you $100 that you can't run and knock down that door. And another nigga said, I put $200 up there and say, you can't run and knock down that door. You know what that fool did? He ran into the door, trying to knock down the door. I said, run and knock down that door. A lot of niggas, I be like, man, so what you got? Who you belong with? BMI, ASCAP, CSAC, Ocean Way Music, who are you, Sparrow Music, who you with? They don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Because all they want to do is rap. You're nothing without your fans. And when you don't make music for your fans and you just making it for the niggas in your part of the block, well, that's as far as it's going to go. And if you ever noticed all y'all niggas, every nigga that's in y'all videos, the same niggas that y'all bringing up on stages, the same niggas that y'all got down the front, so that's the same niggas that only just hearing your music. The problem is that everybody that's an artist, when they do their videos, they want to make their videos the harder than the next nigga video. How many more guns can we put in the video? You know what I'm saying? How many more bitches, I mean, excuse my language, women can I see twerking and popping their pussy? You know what I'm saying? I mean, just like, come on, y'all, we can do a little something better than this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are not doing anything to bring the attention to the city. Now, to address one of my favorite topics that I always hear everybody talk about is Young Buck. Young Buck, David Brown, born here, wherever he was born. So everybody started talking about how Buck make the city look bad. And what way did Buck make the city look bad is my question, when he didn't know that he was going to get put on by 50 Cent. He didn't know that by chance by fucking with Juvie would lead to 50 Cent. But the thing about it, he had something and he's had staying power, regardless of everybody talking about his sexual preference. It has nothing to do with his artistry. It has nothing to do with the fact that he did make it and he did put Nashville, Tennessee on the map, whether it was short-lived or not. But I salute any nigga that gets a second opportunity in life, because he don't owe me nothing. He don't owe none of us nothing. And at the end of the day, whatever he does with his money, whatever he does with his life, y'all need to take that and really look at it as being inspired that if you get blessed like that, what the fuck you gonna do for the city? Instead of talking about what another nigga should do. If I was an A&R, I would not even know how to sign niggas from Nashville, because I don't even know what the Nashville sound is.
know what I'm saying? But nobody cared about that. That wasn't blew up all in the news. They didn't see me. They did not see me on TV with my eye busted, my head busted. There's pictures of those.
In Oakland,
you don't. Yes.